Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I'm going to be planning in my Jesenia's Printables B6 inserts for the week of August 27th. And I used these inserts last week and it felt like a return home. It felt really good. I found it really functional to have this brain dumping space. I will admit I didn't use the daily to-do list every day, but just having this space there and like space to kind of organize the week, it felt really nice. And that way I can use sticker kits as well, since this is a pretty like big spread. And so speaking of sticker kits, I'm going to be using this gorgeous Shop Jessica Hart's sticker kit for this week. It is stunning. I was really torn on whether I wanted to use this in my Erin Condren or not, but I did use it in my Erin Condren last year, so I figured we can just make it for the B6 this year, although I'm like afraid I'm gonna be very sad because I love this kit so much, and my inserts are not like the planner I keep forever, but I do have one from last year. So I have it on her matte sticker paper. I am gonna do this as a talk through kind of sped up one if you guys don't mind. That worked out really well last week, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I decided to use the to-do headers that came with this kit. I really like how Shop Jessica Hart's changes up the fonts that she uses for each kit, and I thought this one was really cute. So I am going across the top. I decided I do think I prefer when I kind of balance out the 5 days, like doing it symmetrically on either side. Last week I did a rainbow effect, which looked really cool too, but so I just skipped one of the colors and kind of balanced out the others. And then I am using these full box heart checklists, which normally I don't use because I do prefer some white space, but look at those gorgeous feathers on the bottom, guys. Like, how would I not use those? I think they just really make this kit, and they're so pretty. And she has a really cute heart shape too, so going back in, I decided to change up that to-do header so it was just a little bit darker. And then I think I'm going to do both gray on the weekend. Yeah, just to, I don't know, since you can kind of do the weekend differently in this format. And these inserts definitely have been working for me again. Like I said in the intro, they definitely, I think I just really like having the space actually on the second page, which initially was what I thought. Once I stopped taking this planner to work, I was like, oh, I won't need that. But I actually really just like having the brain dumping space. And now I'm going to get out some Undo, which, if you're unfamiliar, is like this magic stuff that lets you take stickers up and still re-stick them, but without damaging the page or the sticker. So it's definitely amazing. You will see a lot of it this video because I was having a hard time. And I am going to pull in some rose gold foil for this spread, and I thought this gorgeous Simply Gilded washi along the bottom was so pretty. It's like that beautiful kind of muted mauve-y color, and I just thought it went perfectly with this kit, so I decided to go rose gold. Last year I did gold for this kit. I think I like the rose gold better, I'm not gonna lie. Although I did end up, as you'll see, I ended up using character stickers for this spread, and I think if I had done it in my Erin Condren, it would have been a very different spread, but I wouldn't have used the checklist. So, you know, 6 in one, half a dozen in another. So now I am gonna go through with the full box, I think, but I think wait, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to build from the bottom up. So I'm going to cut down a piece of that bottom washi so I can use that in the sidebar. I really don't need to add much to the sidebar because like I have plenty of listing space on the following page. So I just use it for a dinner, a dinner weekly list. Wow. I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, there's thunder. There's also Sarita snoring. For once, she is not full body pressed up against me. She's at the other end of the couch. So I know there are some Sarita snoring lovers, so you might be missing out, and I apologize. But maybe sometimes she does these like powerful snorts that kind of wake herself up. It's so funny. Anyway, so I whited out some of those lines since that was a white full box. It was definitely going to show through. So whited those out, and then I'm just taking some washi, kind of stacking that up, basically just kind of filling in space of the sidebar. I think I mentioned it last week too, but I do really like how Kiki uses the bottom washi. I almost did that, but this bottom washi, it didn't really make sense to do that because it has string lights and it would look kind of weird if they were going vertically, I think. Oh yeah, this is what I'm layering this white washi from Simply Gilded over top of that feather washi. So it's a white washi with a rose gold bow. And I just thought that looked so cool as like an effect. So you're kind of making your own feather washi. I've been doing that I did it in my Erin Condren recently too, and I really thought that looked really cool. But I'm using Undo to kind of remove the piece I just cut off. And this kit, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, this kit is her matte paper. Her matte paper is kind of similar to Two Little Bees. It's like that saturated, but it's not like a true buttery premium matte. So just as an FYI. And then I'm using that piece I cut down, and then a dinner checklist, like I meant, or a dinner weekly ombre. Why can I not think of that word? Wow, I was like totally blanking. And just gonna lay that down there. It went over top of the bottom washi a little bit, but I didn't feel like cutting more things down. And then I am going to try to space out the full boxes along the bottom. Since I did have the checklist at the top, I wanted to break it up a little bit with some white space. And I'm going to add those just in a pattern that makes sense to me. Some of these boxes are a little bit plainer, so I try to intersperse those. And I laying these down. I love this Twinkle Lights effect. I always love this kit kind of. I think I've used it. Have I used it 2 years running now? I think I said it was just last year, but I think I've used it 2 years in a row now. Or now this would be the third year, I think. But anyways, I just really love this for this time of year, like right at end of summer. Like this just feels so, like the colors are kind of fall, but the vibes are very like end of summer with the twinkle lights and the feathers and stuff. I don't know. I just really like it. So going ahead and laying those full boxes down and struggling. As you can see, I did get out the Undo again, and yeah, Undo is amazing. Definitely don't want to know like what's in it. Like it definitely cannot be healthy for you, but it really works very well, even though it smells atrocious. And I think this ended up like, I think it looked a little too crowded, not leaving any space between the bottom washi and the full boxes. So I would do that if I was going to do this kind of layout again. I think I would leave a little sliver of space there because I just think it looks a little cramped. And then I was debating adding these headers, but I think I decided just to leave. Did I leave the space open? Oh no, I did glitter headers, I think. Oh, not glitter headers. Oh, I'm just using the Today headers. Okay. I didn't have glitter headers for this kit. I don't know why I thought I did. I'm just going through with those since these, like I said, I did really like this font, and honestly just to kind of fill in some space. This planner mostly is for listing purposes, but I just like to decorate it because I like stickers. So the Today section ends up being kind of mostly for fun and not really for it's for function when I have like bills and stuff, but other than that, like I don't really put social events that much in here. So anyways, now I am tearing some paper on the weekend side of the planner and getting that going there. I did say at one point that I would answer questions during this boring part, and I totally forgot to do that once again. I will tell you guys that I shopped at the Sephora VIB sale, and I'm trying out a new vitamin C serum, which is the Drunk Elephant one. So I only mention that because one of the things I want to talk about in a future like boring part segment is my whole skincare routine. So I will try to remember to do that. But that is something new that I'm going to be testing out. I've been using a different vitamin C serum. It's called Timeless. It was recommended on the Reddit Skincare Addiction, but it definitely like oxidized. So I like, which means it's like ineffective, and like it oxidized pretty fast. So I was kind of annoyed about that, and it's not like an airproof bottle. So that was probably why. So anyways, on the weekend, I saved 2 plainer boxes because I knew I wanted to use that gorgeous weekend banner. I thought that was kind of a fun way to decorate some of the more plain boxes. And then on the opposite side, I am of course pulling in that bottom washi, which is one of my favorite parts of the kit. Love those twinkle lights, so pretty. And I think that's everything for this back section, and I'm going to go back to the main part of the spread. Nope, I'm lying. I'm going to do the date covers first. So I got these little numbers from Simply Watercolor Co. They're kind of tiny, but I didn't really find any other numbers that worked number-wise and with the foil that I wanted to use, so we went with it. And I'm going to use those. I always say this, I love the Jesenia fonts, and like when I'm watching it here, I'm like, oh, I like the way like the text looks better almost than the date covers, because like I said, this spread was already kind of feeling kind of crowded. So in retrospect, maybe I would have left it, but I mean, again, the twinkle, I'm just such a sucker for like wood, like rustic wood and twinkle lights is just extremely my shit. So I am going through with those. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I tried in the VIB sale. I feel like there was one other thing that I got. Oh, it's just an eyeliner set from Urban Decay. Not very exciting. And I haven't used those in a while, but I don't think, I have to be kind of careful with which ones I use, because they definitely can irritate my eye. Like, I wear contacts, and so some brands do irritate my eyes. So anyways, on to planning the week here. So on Monday, I'm putting in a reminder with a little Coffee Monsters Co. emoji that it was a friend's birthday. And then it was also my another friend's birthday on Tuesday. So I'm using that same sheet of Coffee Monsters Co. stickers, and trying to find one that looks different. I just didn't want to have the same thing like twice in a row. So I'm just using the cake one there. And then I'm taking a little Clever Gal Crafts tiny flag. How cute is that? I love that, with the rose gold foil, and layering a little wonton in a million Instagram one to mark down. I wanted to remember to take photos that morning for Instagram on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I'm using another Clever Gal Crafts, that same, I think that colorway is called Rosy, and I have it in the rose gold, and use that to mark down my video on Tuesday. And then I'm also adding in a laptop from Scribble Prints Co. I am like really into these lately. I just really like the colorway that I got in fall. And then on to Wednesday, I'm taking a movie marquee. This is like one of those things, I said I wasn't going to mark social events in here, but when I have something like a movie that's going to take really most of my evening, I'm not going to get a lot of personal productivity stuff done. So anyways, like if I had had like bills or something to fill in the today section, I probably would have not put that in, to be honest, but I did. Oh, and I had a little happy face. That's from Paper and Milk. And then I also used a flag with a Coffee Monsters Co. Candle to mark down I wanted to do a face mask. And then on Thursday, same thing again. We had like a social event that was going to take most of the night. So I used a half box and a little date sticker from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that. And then I also used a trash sticker from her to mark down that that it was trash day. Then on to Friday, I'm using a Clever Gal Crafts heart to mark down my video going up. And then I was working from home that day, so I took a little Paper and Milk laptop sticker. And then I needed to take my car in for an inspection, so I took a car sticker from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that down. And then on Saturday, I had a bill due, so I took that nice big bill due from the kit. And then on Sunday, I put that little thing in to mark down actually doing meal prep. So it's like a fork and knife. So I thought that would be kind of cute. And then I'm again marking my video down. And then that day I want to work on a new TN setup. So I took some setup TN and a little TN sticker that's from a Once More with Love sticker sheet. And then I'm also putting in a little gardening munchkin, although I think those plans are going to be washed out literally by the rain. But I really need to do some yard work in the next couple weekends. So I took a little gardening munchkin for that. And then on Saturday, I initially put down that Erin Condren planner from Coffee Monsters Co. And then I realized that there was like a planner in the kit there the whole time, which I totally missed. So I'm using Undo to lift that up, and I'll add the planner that came with the kit because I thought that was really cute. And I'm also putting nails in because I did want to paint my nails so that they would look cute for videos. And then I have the rest of the space to decorate. I am going to white out those lines, and I have my whiteout linked below as well as the Undo. You can buy both of them on Amazon, at least if you're in the US. And I'm going to use that space just to track my Instagram posts. Kind of fell off the wagon this week a little bit on Instagram, not gonna lie. It's been a busy week at work. But I hopefully can get some stuff up next week. And I just using the schedule header for that. And then I'm just gonna fill in some of that space with the bigger bow washi. I think that color, I love that mauvey color. That's like my favorite type of pink, like a grayed out kind of like beigey pink. I really like mauve. I guess it's kind of like the purple of pinks, let's be real. So that's probably why I like it. And then on the rest of the pages, I'm just kind of using the mini flags that came and icons that came in the kit just to decorate it a little bit, since there wasn't really deco with this kit. But I used the little home sticker for to-dos and the asterisk for the work to-dos, which I kind of use as YouTube. Bringing another Clever Gal Crafts foiled flag. I think those little mini ones are so freaking cute. And then just the balloons for happy thoughts, since, you know, balloons are kind of happy. And adding in some of these like more functional deco, using them kind of as little decos for the list, because I just think that's a cute way to decorate them. And that's pretty much it for this spread. I think, or am I going to do anything else? I'm like looking at the time left in this video and it's like, Hall, what are you going to do? Oh, and I'm just adding some little munchkins in, like that little asterisk one, and then I'm taking a little peeping one because I just think those are so funny, and I had already brought in characters for the spread, so I added a couple of those. But that is pretty much it for this spread. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and if you have other questions you want me to answer for the future boring parts, definitely let me know down below. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!